So for this video, I just kind of wanted to do something a little different than what I've been doing, which is kind of just woodworking content that I'm probably going to edit whenever I feel like editing. I hate editing. But I've got this lovely piece of black walnut that my grandpa gifted me for chopping up some wood for him. And I have a bit of ash that I bought months back, and I'm turning it into a hatchet for my best friend. If you're a viewer of this channel, you're probably my friend, or my sister's friend, so you'd probably know that my best friend, his name is Trey Miller, and you don't know this, but I promised him this hatchet a while ago, so it's about time I made it. But while I'm making it, I'm going to tell you a little story about the time me and Trey got the cops called on us. Alright, so right now I'm just kind of making this flat. I cut this off of a piece of wood right here, and like I said, this is black walnut, and it's beautiful hardwood. It grows in Indiana. The tree was kind of rotten, but there was a part enough to salvage that my grandpa's friend Guy, who runs his antique shop, saw value in, and he sawed it up for him and cut it up. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you about the time. Like I said, me and Trey got the cops called on us once. So it was that's probably flat enough. I'm going to move on to the sandpaper. So it was a spring evening. It was about a year ago today, and me and Trey were we had already had enough bad ideas this night. I won't go into it, but screw it, I'll go into it. We rode bikes in our church, Zionsville Fellowship, and his parents caught us, and they were not happy. So they said we had to do something productive or something good for the rest of the evening. So naturally, me and Trey and another one of our very good friends, Jack, decided that it would be a great idea if one of us made a sign that said "honk for boobies," and we went out to the street by the church, because he lives by the church, and we held it and tried to get cars to honk at us. Now, mind you, none of us have boobies. So that's kind of the funny thing, is our parents were very confused at the notion of us holding a sign like this, because you'd think that we would be showing people our boobies. We were really just trying to get people to honk, like, honk if you love boobies. So that's what we did, and this is what we plan to do with our Friday night. Yeah, that's flat enough. So right now I'm actually going to glue this to the sides of this. I'm going to saw it in half and glue it to the sides of this for the palm swell. But first, I'm actually going to saw this down the middle, or down part of it, so I can take off some of it, because it's a little thick right now. It's thicker than I need it to be. And me sawing is not particularly interesting, so I'm going to continue telling the story, because it's a good story. So me and Trey, or no, it's not a Friday night, it's a Saturday night. It doesn't matter. Me and Trey and Jack get this wild idea in our heads that it's going to be a great idea to do this on a Saturday night where people are coming home drunk. Mind you, it's like midnight. So we are going out into the street, basically. I'm on the shoulder of the street with a sign, a political sign, that on the back of it is blank, and it says, "Honk for boobies!" And we are just trying to cause as much havoc as possible throughout this whole process. And we get several people to honk at us, and it was to the point where we got so many people to honk at us, we were so far in the road, a cop saw us and honked at us. He honked at us, and he was probably like, "Get out the road, you dummies," and then probably hit him afterwards, like, "What?" But anyways, we were pretty encouraged by that, having law enforcement honk at us. But then a cop pulls into Trey's driveway. Just talk amongst yourselves. We're going to be here a minute. So, guess what a 17-year-old boy does when he gets impatient? He gives up and he finds a different way. So it looks pretty rough right now, but that's mainly because I just gave up with the saw And I figured, you know what, ash is really straight grain and it splits really nicely, so I just split it, did some shaving with my side axe, and it took off this big chunk, which is nice, but I now have to flatten this out, which is probably going to take a lot less time than if I were to just, work at it all day with that saw. But anyway, now that that's done and I can be a little bit quieter with my adventures, I'm going to finish telling you that story. So, the cop car pulls into the driveway of Trey's house, and us boys at this point are crapping our trousers, and we don't know what the heck is going to happen next. We don't know if we're about to go to jail. We don't know if he's going to tell all of our parents that we can't be doing something. We knew we weren't doing anything too illegal, so we knew we were safe from that, but we still didn't know what was going to happen. None of us had ever had an encounter with the police before. But luckily, we got the most chill cop ever, and I won't name drop because he doesn't know I'm making this, but I will say that he does go to our same church, and we saw him the next morning. So we go and we talk to him, and he says, look, while I appreciate the spirit of the activity, moms are concerned about 3 boys standing on the side of the road at 11 p.m. on a Saturday when drunk people are coming home from the bars like all around town. And we were all like, yeah, no, that's fair, sir. We should probably not be doing that. So we go inside and do nothing for the rest of the night. And the next morning, I go and help out in classrooms in the Sunday school, and then I come back to find my family, and my mom tells me, "What'd you do?" Or she asked me, "What'd you do last night?" And I said, "Well, what do you know first?" And she goes, "Well, Mrs. Miller just came to me and told me that you 3 boys were out last night, and she said the police were called. I'll have Jake explain the rest." So I got to tell my mom. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. They told me that I wouldn't be able to have any freedom with them for a while, meaning I wasn't going to have any sleepovers anytime soon, which is fair. And the finishing line from my friend Jack's mother: "One of you is never as dumb as all of you." But, you live and learn. I'm going to finish this up later, so I will have a real video about actually finishing this later. And that's about it for me. See ya.